this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Daquan Jones. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Hill. It'll be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
How did I do that?
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Succop for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Titans 21, Saints 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From the 30 on second down. Hill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper beat.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 21-3 is your score after 1.
Here we go.
Throwing on second down. Tannehill, and caught by Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 55. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hit it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Titans 28, Saints 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Not today, you are. Not today. Get it.
Henry running right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Protein spill.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Sheldon Rankins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This guy's pretty bad.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're a ball carrier with abandon.
Tannehill got him in. It's Brown. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
What's it called?
So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29.
This might be the worst
and
guy.
His guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he is the worst.
The
He's
interception
really bad.
woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill as his guys continue to pour it on. Suckup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Saints 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Thomas. And he's going to let it go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. On the return, Jackson. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
First play of the game was a 75-yard touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
And it just started the second half.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A toss to Murray. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Works.
Hey, let's get there. Now.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Wake make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd and 12, Tannehill, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 36.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Bravo. Shoot.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Titans. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Exit. Fight.
Now it's Hill off the bootleg. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Past the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 79 yards. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Will Lutz on for the point after. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go, set. 90 Wolf, 80 weapon. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry ties LT with
just solidifying
his
Derrick Henry's
31st
MVP.
touchdown of the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
I have to look.
Extra point put through by
lot.
Succop, and the lead will swell by one more.
I think he's at like 200. Something like that. 4
The
touchdowns.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He's
This
leading
is
in the
fielded at the goal
MVP race.
line.
I had broken their all-time
And he will
rushing
be marked
record in
down
the
right
single
there
season
at
record
the
and the
20-yard
touchdown
line.
record. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's two. This is the second to last game of this regular season.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their
I
drive
had
started.
390
I guess they have to
total
feel a
yards.
little gratified to at least get on the board
197
last time,
rushing
but
yards.
still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
And now here is another interception.
Let me just do another pick. That's
Down
number
near
6.
the 34. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
He's done 6 interceptions.
On first down, it's Henry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Bottom line, they
He's
want
the
to keep this
Saints.
clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the
Oh,
onus
he has
on the
Michael
big fellas
Thomas.
up front in order to
He
bring
doesn't
this
have
one home.
Breeze. He doesn't have Kamara.
Check, 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 check.
But it's
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And
Takes
they
him
got
down.
it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
not. Well,
And
I mean,
maybe a
that's not
measure
after
of
the trade
revenge
deadline.
there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Henry. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end
just
zone
did our,
now on fourth and goal.
so we
Out comes
started
the
a new
field goal
league.
team now for the second time here today.
And it's a fantasy-
From the left
fantasy
hash,
draft
should be a
league.
fairly easy one here. And
My first
Succop
2
will
rounds
put
of the
this one
draft.
right through.
First
And
pick,
now we just have 3
Derrick
more to the
Henry.
lead that's already
Second
out of
pick,
hand.
second
So
pick,
it's 3
Julio
more points,
Jones.
and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball
Yeah.
control, isn't it?
Josh Allen. Well, we haven't started that. We just did the draft tonight.
On the set.
The Saints offense on
This
the
is-
field,
I'm the-
ready to
I'm
get
the
their
stock
drive
Titans
started.
in the league I'm
And
playing in right
following
now.
the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious
I'm the
when you start
Bills.
that next drive, or
and
no, you just
that
throw
league
that
we
out the
drafted
window?
him.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way
Gotta
you
do it
can
for
run
mama.
back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run again with Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
This guy wants this game to be over so bad.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hit it.
Throwing on third down, Hill. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
I don't know. It's Beaver's turn.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
He's
And
like
possession
won
will
one or
switch
two games or
hands
something like
first
that. But I
and
think he
10.
joined in the league later. Like his team is, like somebody was the Saints before him. But I don't think
Tennessee
he's won
offense
very
about
much.
set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on
And Derrick
3
Henry has
games in a
his
row.
X
that were
factor.
blowouts.
It's time to run
And
over somebody.
in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I
He's got
asked the coaches
243
later on,
rushing yards.
why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Out to the right to Humphries. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Man, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because it certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
48 seconds left in the
They were fighting so
game.
hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That was 45 seconds left in the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's the ball game, folks.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.